feet. Don't you say that you didn't want me. You turned me upside down and then you lit my bed and under my skin. Oh, where will it end if I let it begin? So bittersweet, you know life's too short, so let's not waste another minute. Hey, it's alright now. Listen to such a beautiful sound. Hey, it's alright now, but I don't know if I can take another go round. Hey, now you know you have to decide, and you gotta tell me what's on your mind. Wait a while, you gotta take a deep breath. I can make you smile when I let you into my bed and under my skin. But where will it end if I let it begin? It's trick or treat, you know life's too short, so let's not waste another minute. Hey, it's alright now. Listen to such a beautiful sound. Hey, it's alright now, but I don't know if I can take another go round. How come I feel we're under attack? Like they're trying to pull us back. We're the only ones who really know which way to go. Hey, it's alright now. Listen, it's such a beautiful sound. Hey, it's alright now, but I don't know if I can take another go round. Hey, it's alright now, but I don't know if I can take another go round.
I wonder how this night will be. The apple does not fall far from the tree. She said I almost died a week ago. I lost my will, I thought I'd let you know. The countryside, the water so I wait up here, I just let it know. Wait along the corridor, some will say they've seen me here before. Do we need to go this far? We do know who we are. Make this even better, somewhere close about. Ooh, let's find out. I know I never felt this way. People change, but it feels like we stay the same. Every time you look at me, I'm heating up at least a third degree. Do we need to go this far? We do know who we are. Can we make this even better? Somewhere close about.
way to the mill, proud and all out. But where are you now? Misunderstood, said she would help the ones that she could. No glimpse of doubt. But where are you now? Years have passed and restless legs have settled. We're finally home. Down is up. We've been at the top. We're finally home. Let me lend you a hand. Let me in on the plan. Together we're strong.